So we've been talking about factoring. We're going to throw in one new step for you guys in factoring to ensure that you always get the correct answer. So when we look at this first example, it's x squared plus 7x minus 18. We know we need the factors that multiply to give us 18, negative 18, and add to give us the negative 7. So what we're going to do is we can draw an x over here, and in this x I'm going to put my value of negative 18 because that's what we were multiplying to get. So I write in my negative 18. Now this might be a little sloppy for me because I'm trying to do it on a mouse pad. And then I'm going to write in my plus 7 down here. So this shows you that you need to find those two numbers that give you negative 18 and also 7. So when you start to think of the factors of these, you have 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6. So we know that it's going to be a negative 2 and 9. And what you can start to notice is once you do this, negative 2 times 9 is 18. So when you multiply it, it gives you this number. And I can also see negative 2 plus 9 will give me this number. So now I know that my factors are negative 2 and 9. So my solution will be x minus 2. Look at that, 2. And x plus 9. And this will ensure that we always have the correct answer because we have our what we multiply, what we add. So I know that negative 2 times 9 is negative 18. Negative 2 plus 9 is 7. When we look at the second example, well, now we have the middle terms. So the first thing I'm going to do is put these two middle terms together. So I know that negative 6 minus 5 is negative 11. So that is going to give me 3x squared minus 11x minus 4. So that's the first part that we did. We combine our two middle terms. And we looked at this on Friday, is when we have a coefficient, so we have a number in the front. So I take this and I multiply the end term. So 3 times 4, 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. So now I have x squared minus 11x minus 12. And then we look at the factors. Well, what are my factors of 12? So I'm looking for negative 12. And I want these two numbers to add up to give me negative 11. Well, I know that for 12 I have 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4. So these are my different factors that I can choose from. And to make it negative, I know that one of them has to be negative. So when I look at it, I'm going to choose my, so let's start with, let's say we have negative 1 and positive 12. So when I do that, when I multiply, that gives me negative 12. Perfect. So that's negative 12, but then when I check here, negative 1 plus 12 is not negative 11. So we have to switch these two signs. So this is our positive and this is our negative number. So then we found our two factors. So we write x, we said plus 1 and x minus 12. And then this is when we added in that extra step. Since we started off by multiplying this term by 3, we have to go back and now divide by 3. So I divide here by 3, divide here by 3. Well, 1 divided by 3, we can't do it, it gives us a decimal, so we take that 3 and we put it in the front. And we know that 12 divided by 3 will give us 4. So our final solution here is 3x plus 1 times x minus 4. And that is how we factor these two. When we make this little x or cross, it just helps us realize, well, these are the two values I need to get -12 and -11, so I ensure that I have the correct solution.